Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case. Hey, Wolverine's here and Chrome's in. It's an April Fool's Day, which when we really think about it, is that anything that special for us here? like we conduct ourselves differently on April Fool's Day than we would every other day. Hey, Johnny Boy and Alucard, until the end of time, Big Monkey. Arun is here and Adam. Hi, Morgan. I like potatoes. I do too. Brian, Rainy Friday, homely sexual Sasuke. Hey, oh. Till the end of time, and Poppy, my favorite ginger. Oh, the crew's coming in. We actually got some notifications today, which is interesting because when we get a few more people in here, I wanted to try something today just for shits and giggles. I have another video that's going to be made live over at the YouTube channel. It's another Demon Slayer episode. So I'm going to make it available during the stream, and it'll just be interesting to see of you guys who are here at that time who have the bell turned on and all that. Let's see how many of you actually get notified. We can do a test in real time. Gosh. That's what I thought Susan was pranking us. Yeah, that's probably what it is, Brian. Probably only got notifications because Susan's like, yeah, they'll never see this one coming. Oh shit! Till the end of time says my car got sideswiped last weekend. That sucks. We've had our cars get hit twice in the last few years, both parked in front of our house. People across the street can't back out of their driveway without just crashing into shit. It's a pain right in the ass. 19 on your end. What's that, Wolverine? Viewers? Yeah. We definitely got there are definitely some notifications today. Yeah. Tony says the same thing. What's up? I actually got notified and thought it was an April Fool's joke. That would be the reasonable assumption to make. Philip says, hey, Curtis, my parents' 33rd anniversary today, and no, this isn't an April Fool's prank. Wow. Happy anniversary to the folks. 33 years. This year will be 30 that my wife and I have been together. We've been married for 25. You got a notification too, Ice Cream? What the hell? God damn. Curious to know when I'll be starting DBZ reactions? Posted yesterday. So the official start date will be yesterday. Yes. Monkey's got a good point. He says, it's not a joke. Susan doesn't like those. She doesn't approve of them. Might hurt somebody's feelings. Just no, fuck off, Chain. No more joking at all. Just no jokes. Because there's so much potential for somebody's fifis to get hurt when you tell jokes. We can't have that. Thoughts on Jim Cornett? Raven's Nest, he's a freaking fascinating guy to listen to. Knows the business inside and out. His stories are great. Let me put it this way: is he somebody I want to hang around with? No, not really. But I'll listen to him talk. I'll listen to him tell wrestling war stories. Excuse me. I think I'm just a joke to Susan. Yeah, we've all been there, Brian. We've all been there. The classic fuck out chain, indeed. Yeah. Ice Cream says, jokes hurt my feelings. Thanks for being so respectful, Curtis. It is, I mean, not to be over dramatic about it, but it's almost pushing towards that. I mean, everybody looks for a reason to be offended by anything and everything anymore. It's, again, just, well, I don't want to go into that, detour into that whole thing again, but just like with Will Smith and Chris Rock, it's like, okay, even if he did know she has alopecia, again, alopecia is balding. It just, I don't know. It wasn't severe enough. It wasn't out of the realm of what you would expect in that situation, considering that they've been roasting people at the Oscars and all the award shows for decades. Rainy Friday says, just started working at an accounting firm. Reminder for everyone to file your taxes by the 18th. I know I still got to do mine. Yay. I just can't wait. Yeah, that's what Monkey said. Well, watch out for Will if you tell a joke. I know. Got to always make sure where the Fresh Prince is. Anytime you're going to be go out onto that legend and tell a joke. Chrome says, it's Chris Rock. How do you not expect off-color jokes from him? How many race jokes did he make? Yeah, I mean, I just don't see it. I don't. And again, I know a lot of people are like, well, you got to stand up for your woman. Okay. I don't think it was that vicious an attack. And even if you did, you stand up for her by firing back at him verbally, not going back up there and taking a swing. Turning 23, Connor, on April 15th, on tax day. That'll be, the older and older you get, the more you're, that'll be a mixed bag. Because it's like, oh, it's my birthday, yay. Oh, it's tax day, fuck. Morgan says, I pissed so many people off by saying Will Smith was out of line. Imagine encouraging committing literal assault over a joke. I know. I think, too, some people legitimately feel that way. There are others who, I know a few people I've seen, if you look on social media with people that you know, even to any significant degree, it seems like any dudes that have a difficult time getting into relationships or having relationships that work, they were all for it. And it's for the sad reason that I think in their little minds, it's like, well, if I'm out here talking about how a man has to always protect his woman, that's going to attract the women's interest and get them interested in me. It's an in for me. I do think there is, I've seen a few people that I know that are like that, and it's like, yeah, that's scary right there. To be that much of a simp. Big Green says, I'm having a Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man meme moment right now. Excuse me, guys. Got tickle my nose. Inflated milk. One bowl of rice can feed a family of 9 children, as long as 8 of those children are dead. Oh. That's in the sad but true categories. Oh, man. Yeah, Tony Stark says, Curtis, all you got to do is walk up to Susan and pull a Will Smith. Except that would suck because she can probably beat me up. And I don't really want that loss on my record. There's no way you come out looking good with that loss as part of your heritage. Oh, excuse me, guys. God, gone. Solara says macho men can be such a turnoff. That's just a fact. Well, it's like, again, I saw a few dudes, and I do know them well enough to know what the basis of this was. And it's like, they're on social media, like, look at me. You're with me. I'd protect you. I would slap anybody that made a comment that you didn't approve of. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's going to impress a lot of women there, Bucky. Krusty Bomb says, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Also, Will Smith is the textbook example of what staying in an extremely toxic relationship will do to you. I think that's true. She does seem, I will say this, and from my way of thinking and from what I've seen of it, I think it's well deserved. It does seem like the one who's taking the most heat or is having the, how do I put this? Having the most damage done to reputation is Jada. And I think that's really well deserved, actually. couldn't have been better. Morgan says, won't be super talkative today because work. Oh, no problem, Morgan. But I shall stream on in the background. Happy April Fool's Day, you fool. Well, thank you, Morgan. Like I say, April Fool's Day, it's fun and everything. But the way we conduct ourselves around here, really, how different is April Fool's Day from every other day? And I'm proud of that. Hey, Cruz. Been busy in life for a while. Glad I enjoyed the stream again. I'm glad you're in here. Hey, Lix. Oh, Lix. I know Lix is going to be mad at me. I saw the last stream we had. What was it? Wednesday, I think it was. I just happened. I didn't think to when we got done with the stream. I didn't happen to shut down the browser window that I utilized during it. So when I came back, I could see the last, because it cuts the chat off after a few minutes after stream ends. I could see the last of the chat, and Lix had come in right as I ended it, and she wasn't happy. It's a good thing I wasn't there. I would have gotten scolded bad. I think so, Chrome. Chrome says, so do you think anyone's caught on to our April Fools? Chrome sponsored, for those who don't know, over at the Goose, just as an April Fool's joke, she sponsored episode 1 of Detective Conan. And I sold it as, Chrome's going to be sponsoring this one from now on. So basically, what's it got, 1,200 episodes? We were starting on episode 1 today, and she was going to sponsor them till we're done, 1 episode per month. And that was the April Fool's joke. I think some people are starting to catch on. I will go back in at some point, and I'll put a post in there, Chrome, and I'll say, just in case anybody isn't aware, this was a joke. This is a prank. It's just a prank, bro. Chrome says, well, someone's got to stand. Will's wife does enough sitting with her legs up for the both of them. How is Will's wife's son doing anyway? Yikes. Hey, Lude. Bar rescue. I've seen clips of it a couple times, Kyle. One of those cases where it's not necessarily my cup of tea, that type of entertainment, but where we'll have the TV on the network that it's on, and you're just kind of going about doing things. So I've come by the TV and seen it, but I don't really know anything about it. Oh, it's 1,000 episodes, but 400 are filler. Yikes. God damn. Chrome says, I leave no comment and make no apology for this. Hold on, I want to check out her link quick. Will Smith says orgasms made him gag and vomit after having twins. What? What the fuck? Yeah, he might have some problems, huh, guys? Will Smith might have an issue or two. Yeah. Hey Curtis, Tommy Dreamer had a wrestling school in town where I grew up. Any thoughts on Tommy? I like Tommy. I told you guys I got the opportunity to meet a bunch of the ECW guys at different times, and I like Tommy. Phenomenal, great worker, just a great wrestling guy. Yeah, nothing but good things to say about him. Yeah, Rick says, yeah, Jada sits on her boyfriend so much she can't stand for anything anymore. Yeah, yikes. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to make that other video public now at the YouTube channel. Again, it's just the Demon Slayer episode for today. And let's see how many of you that have the bell ticked and all that stuff. Just let me know in the chat if you actually get notified of it. I thought it'd just be interesting to see. Okay. Yeah, well, if YouTube will cooperate. YouTube's been laggy, terrible for me today. Oh, we may or may not be doing this. Okay. Make it public. Come on, YouTubes. You can do it. Come on. Come on, YouTubes. Wow. This is a freaking mess. There, I think it's... Oh, the joys of being a YouTuber. Okay, so that's there. And then we go this, here. And copy that. Okay. Now, just if any of you guys should get a notification. Oh, you got it? Got it? Wow. Hey, this is a good day for notifications. Look at that. Wolverine, Lude, Tone Guy, Big Monkey, Connor. Wow. All right, I'm impressed. So, yeah, I'm going to start YouTube being laggy saying it. So, Cruz got it? Oh, that's good. Inflated Milk got it. Hey, maybe, Dragon says, watch the chat. I hate Susan. Oh, you mean you got something else you wanted to say that she wouldn't let you say? Okay, I think I know what you're saying, Dragon. Sure, I'll keep an eye out. Philip got it. Poppy got it. I'm wondering, guys, and again, this was, some of Tube Buddy, their insights and how this works. I wonder if us getting the channel directed specifically at anime and the Try Not to Laughs, I wonder if as we go here, maybe they'll start giving us more notifications. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see when we do one of these live streams and it's anime chat and the word anime's in it, see if that increases the notifications too. And Chrome got it. Maybe that would be cool. It would be nice to start getting some more notifications and stuff. Social Mute got a notification on the stream. Wow, god damn. You guys got to. It's got to be an April Fool's joke. She's got to be doing this, just to prank me. Yeah, good one, Susan. Noah says, Curtis, just finished watching Food Wars with you over at the Goosh. When will you be watching the rest? And what about One Piece? And here's a sidebar. Advice on buying first car, used car, private. I'm not sure what she's saying. The rest, I don't know. Food Wars there hasn't been a lot of clamoring for that latest season of Food Wars. So I don't know when that might come up. And One Piece, I mean, we just paused One Piece, and I'm not going to pick it up again until there's a significant number of episodes ahead, so that we have something to actually watch. Once there's enough episodes ahead of One Piece, I'll just insert it as we end one series somewhere down the line before we start the one that follows it. Is Bridesmaids worth watching? Kyle says. I liked it. I thought it was pretty funny. Made me laugh. I mean, it wasn't like one of my favorite comedies of all time, but it was worth watching. I had some good laughs. Leslie says, for April Fools, all 12th grade seniors decided to secretly skip and go to the beach, but I decided not to go, but joke's on them. The principal and a few teachers. Kaiser says, yo, Curtis, get this Gurren Lagann's birthday today. Oh, is it? Funny enough, it's also Guy King's birthday, which was the first mech with face chest. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Mr. says, Bleach gets picked up when the final arc finishes, right? So probably 2024. Philip says, I have a problem getting women, but I have enough self-respect to not pull that Will Smith was in the right defending this woman's honor bullshit. This is Jada we're talking about. What honor? Yeah. I that's what I mean, Philip. Those were the guys I saw on there that were, the chest puffers. It's like, oh, this is going to be my opportunity. And it's like, first of all, dude, a lot of women don't feel like they need you to slap anybody who might make a joke or a comment in their direction or anything. A lot of women are just going to look at you as kind of a tool bag. Dragon says, if Susan didn't delete it, I posted a joke in the chat. Oh, did I miss it, Dragon? I'm sorry. She might have, though. I was trying to keep an eye out, and oh no, it did go. Shit, it did get by me. Sorry about that, Dragon. How does Jesus whistle? By blowing through the holes. Oh, I haven't heard that one. I haven't heard that one before. Yoko Yuji says Donzo sucked, but he tried. Philip says, in less happy news, Trudeau gets a raise today. Same day the carbon tax goes up. Yay. Try not to break your arm jerking yourself off, and what a good job you're doing, Skippy. Oh, man. He's just so the worst. Oh man. Chrome says, do you want to know the first word that comes to mind when thinking about those people? Virgin. Yeah. It's the word that hurts them the most besides saying, ooh, we're laughing honestly. Lou says, I think the Will Smith thing is the quickest example of the internet driving something into the ground. Ooh, that's for sure. If it was a stunt, though, it was successful. The Oscars haven't gotten this much attention in ages. No, I feel confident it wasn't a stunt, Lude, but I do agree they're not sorry it happened. There's no fucking way if truth be told, they're sorry it happened at all, because just what you said, they haven't gotten this much attention. I can't even remember when they've ever gotten this much pop, because the Oscars have been significantly dropping in viewership for years. So yes, I don't think it was a stunt at all, but I do think you're right about don't listen to anything they say. They couldn't be happier about it. Inflated Milk says, yeah, oh yeah, and about that dictator's son running for president in the Philippines. He's still got a lot of support from people, but at least one of the other candidates have a decent chance of beating him. Well, that's cool. That would be good. Dragon says, I got into a lot of trouble the other day, though it was pretty unfair. Babies kick pregnant women all the time, but I got arrested anyway. Yeah, what the heck? They're really splitting hairs when they talk about, okay, an internal strike and external strike. And strike's a strike. Krusty says, I've seen a compilation of the EU members torching Trudeau for his actions. God damn it, made me pretty freaking happy. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. That would be a happy event. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chrome says it's now near a month since the last One Piece episode aired. That sucks. March 6th. The Toei hack hit them bad. We can probably guess Dragon Ball's film was at least a month delayed as well. Oh man. That sucks so hard. God damn it. Such a great show. Great series. Big Monkey says, today's my first day of spring break, so I'm excited to be able to make it to these for a bit, which should treat me. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you're in here, pal. Lick says, though it isn't going to die for the mainstream media, James Corden and Jimmy Fallon are going to be using it for years to come, but the funny people will have forgotten about it by next Friday. Well put. Well put, Licks. Really? Poppy says, mind you, my primary school band the song We Will Rock You. I couldn't figure out why in reading that, as during Friday free time, we'd play the song and stomp on the floor right above the head teacher's office. What the hell? That's kind of being a real freaking killjoy. I mean, how long does a boom, 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 boom part of that go on? Anyway, you can't put up with that once a week? Oh, man. Stop being a bitch, head teacher. Big Green says, I have a YouTube being YouTube moment story for you, Curtis. Okay, pal. YouTube being YouTube. That's scary. Excuse me. Nika says, a real stream. So many streams have been April Fool's pranks. Oh, really? Blindwave did a reaction to episode 1 of One Piece, but said it's going to be done on April Fool's Day every year. They doing us dirty. That's pretty good, actually, though. That's pretty funny. From Blindwave, that's pretty good. Oh, One Piece. I am so addicted to that freaking show now. Now, the only April Fool's joke we did, Chrome set it up. Chrome sponsored, for those of you who just came in, episode 1 of Detective Conan over at the Goosh, and I sold it as though Chrome was now sponsoring it once a month until we get through it, including filler. Gimster says, I told a coworker, I always wondered why you're the last to drive out of the parking lot. Then I realized you drive a Ford. Don't know why I didn't like that true comment. Monkey says, I beat up my brother for kicking my mom. Babies suck. Yeah. Luke says, can we have once a day Detective Jimmy reactions? Well, I think I'm going to have to put some more things up to votes. Well, I got to see what I can do time-wise, too. The shows that I react to at YouTube and the Goosh, they take a lot of time, to do both edits and everything. Because I've been having so much fun watching Archer, I almost wish I could make the time to react to Archer episodes, and again, post the edited ones at YouTube and the full ones over at the Goosh. But I don't know if I can fit that in too. because we'll do demons, the shows that I've already done at the Patreon, at the Goosh, like Demon Slayer, I can bring over. Those don't take nearly as long to edit. But I don't know. I'll have to figure that all out, because I really got interested in Archer after seeing those clips. Okay, here's Big Green's story. It's April Fool's Day, and I'm watching a video, Resident Evil. I look to my recommended videos and see the videos all jumbled up. An AVGN video suddenly has Dashy XP's thumbnail. The uploaders, what the hell? Excuse me. Dragon says, question. Are there any franchise-changing breakout stars coming into NFL draft this year? This isn't much discussion from the analysts. Hard to say. A lot of people are really high on that kid from Ohio State, Chad, I can't know his last name. I don't think he's a game-changing rusher. And not just a bias, just because of what I saw. Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame is a generational talent at safety. Now, is that a game changer playing that position? I don't know. That's up to individual interpretation. But he can move to linebacker. He can blitz. He can cover. He can do everything and do it really, really well. And he's an amazing ball hawk. Somebody's going to get, if he stays healthy, which he's been healthy throughout his career, if he stays healthy, somebody's going to get a guy that's going to anchor a defense for the next decade. Big Green says, then I realize it's YouTube being YouTube, not an April Fool's prank. Sad but true category, pal. Ain't that the truth? What does Fiat stand for? Fix it again, Tony. Philip says. Chrome says, I could sponsor episode 2 of Conan next April, but with a twist. This time it'll be Spaz Kid dressed as Curtis. Would Spaz Kid shave his head for $100? Mistress says, the Academy hates Johnny Depp too. They just like, yeah. I think Johnny Depp is a phenomenal actor. There's been a couple of movies I've seen that I can honestly say, I think with anybody else in the role, I wouldn't have any interest in. I end up loving. One of them is Charlie. Well, let's see. He was Willy Wonka. The original is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right? But anyway, I love the Gene Wilder story of Willy Wonka. Loved it. So when they did the remake, I had serious doubts about it, because again, you just have such an affection for the way something was initially done. But because it was Johnny Depp, that not only made me not have any resentment towards it, but I like it on equal footing with the original. He did it so different. His portrayal of Willy Wonka was just so freaking good. Dragon says, finished inner braces. Call that children behind bars. Oh, damn, Dragon. Oh, man. Leslie says, someone said a girl told the principal, so now they're in big trouble when they come back because they didn't get approved to go to the beach. Oh, shit. Chrome says, good, that James Corden Will Smith clip made me cringe. He made a We Don't Talk About Bruno version called We Don't Talk About Jada. Glad my country banished him to yours. Thanks, Chrome. That's as evil as Canada sending Justin Bieber down here. All right, Monkey. Thanks for being in while you could, pal. I always get the names mixed up, Philip. Gene Wilder is the Willy Wonka, and Johnny Depp is Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Okay. The name of the original book by Roald Dahl. Yeah. I always get the names mixed up, but I love the Gene Wilder version. Still do. But I love the Johnny Depp version as well. Oh. And again, it was one I went into thinking I wouldn't care for it. Edward Scissorhands. I thought that whole concept was stupid. I don't even know why I ended up watching it, but Johnny Depp made it fun. Did he? Rick says Little Karibo made a good April Fool's video this year by uploading an actual video for the first time in like a year. All right, that's a good prank. That's quality. Mistress says Johnny Depp should slap Will Smith's wife as Jack Sparrow and then drink his rum. I'd pay to see that. Well, some people brought up, and I think it's legit. They said, what if that would have been Dave Chappelle hosting the Oscars and he made that joke? First of all, I don't think Chappelle would have had the reserve to hold back and not punch Will right in the face. But even if he did, even if caught him by surprise and he didn't hit him back, you know that Chappelle would have launched into like a 3-hour diatribe all about Jada's bald ass head. There's no way he would have let it go. Gimster says, I was trying to enjoy a nice peaceful nap, so I turned off the noisy fan. Everyone else in the helicopter were terrified and screaming. Oh, they're babies. Some people just, no matter what you do, they're going to have a complaint. Hunter says, how is John F. Kennedy able to watch his children? He could see through the back of his head. Yeah. Lou says Dave would have made a joke that was actually funny. Like I say, I think Will would have caught a return shot had it been Chappelle, but if he hadn't, Dave sure as hell wouldn't have shied away from him. He would have just gone batshit on both of them, I'm sure. And it would have been hilarious. Luke says Dave would have made a decent joke instead of just saying G.I. Jane or whatever it was. Yeah, you guys are probably right. If he was going to make a joke about it, it probably would have been more harsh than what Chris Rock did. You could say the same for yeah, his name gone on my head. The comedian that torched everybody at the Golden Globes, guys. His name's just gone completely out of, well, big surprise. His name's gone completely out of my head. I can picture him perfectly. Yeah, you guys will tell me. But he would have been the same way. It would have been a much, much more hard. Ricky Gervais. Thank you, Lex. Yeah, Ricky Gervais would have made a joke that was a lot harder hitting than that. Yeah, thank you, guys. Hey, Edgar. I love watching Ricky Gervais when he hosted the Golden Globes, anything like that. But they, he said in an interview since they were talking about it, I didn't see the show. I just read the transcript. I forget what talk show he was on, but he said if the Academy will do what the Golden Globes did and just tell me I can make the jokes I want to make, he didn't have to run those by anybody first or anything. It was just left up to him. He says, I'll host them. And I'm like, yeah, do it, but the Academy ain't got a hair on their balls to do that. Yes, Rick says Ricky Gervais, actual legend. Agreed. Yeah, I think, too, one of the worst things about it for me is, this is my opinion, I think Will did that, too, because he knew the target. Well, anybody that follows Chris Rock knows that Chris Rock's not a fighter. He talks about that. He's talked about it many times. And it was an easy target for him. I think if it was a Dave Chappelle up there or someone like that, he wouldn't have done it anyway. Because he's too chicken shit. He just basically bullied somebody he knew wasn't going to want to fight. I'm not saying that Chris Rock isn't a bigger man. He very well may have wanted to punch him in the face and just decided against it. But Chris Rock is not a fighter by his own admission. So I think that factored into his decision a lot. Oink says, I think I met one of these small gold-colored men named Oscar. I got railed by one yesterday. Yikes. Actually, thinking more about it, it may have been my uncle covered in paint. Well, close to the same thing anyway. Really? I don't remember that. Big Green says, the first time I found out about Ricky Gervais was from GTA 4. They added an option to watch a comedy show, and he had a guest appearance in the game. I didn't know that. I played very little. I played GTA 4, but very little. Rosa says Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow was gold. Agreed. Though I agree that his other roles are also great. Yeah, I agree with that, Rosa. He's a brilliant actor. Phenomenal actor. Mistress says Brock Lesnar on stage, Will Smith wouldn't have done shit. No. Oh yeah, and especially okay. I mean, we talk about, a lot of people would mention if it was The Rock instead of Chris Rock, that's where she at. Lesnar's nuts, and Lesnar's the kind of guy that the one punch he throws in return might change your life. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. Will Smith, he knew who was up there. Plus, he's got to be 4 or 5 inches taller than him, probably 50 pounds heavier. Wasn't a real risk for him. Chrome says, okay, so what camp are you in? Do you think Will did a strong slap? Or are you in the same camp as me and think Chris rolled with a slap and it was weak? He rolled with it really well. I just don't, I don't think Will can throw a good slap. I think he meant to smack him, with bad intentions, but it wasn't a particularly effective one. Lex says you should watch the Ricky Gervais show. It's mostly just him and Stephen Merchant making fun of the stupid shit their friend Carl says. Really? I always liked Ricky. Always liked Ricky Gervais. And Big Monkey says, April Fools, I'm not leaving. That's good. Hey, Malin, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, pal. Happy birthday. Oh, excuse me, guys. Dragon says, I find it odd that Chris braced for the slap. I also wish it had been the actual Rock. Different exchange entirely. Well, if you watch it, Dragon, in actual speed, he braces just as he's about to get contact. They overplay that stuff sometimes. People will take a still frame and say, oh, look, he's bracing for it. He knew it was coming. No. When the hand comes up, you're immediately going to do that reaction. It was all natural, the reactions and everything. That's basically what it was, Domenico. Chris Rock tells joke. Will Smith laughs. Wife, that wasn't funny. Also Will Smith. Yeah, that wasn't funny. That's exactly what happened. And as a lot of people had observed, and I think there's a lot of truth to that, it was a case of, if I don't do something here, and she's going to go out and find some more dick to hop onto. That's what it seems like. I don't know if I agree with that, Chrome. She says, well, it's kind of obvious what Will is going to do. I mean, what, do you think Will was heading up there to hug Chris and cry at his feet? No, but you know what I thought? I would have thought in that situation, Chrome, I tried to put myself in it. I would have thought he was going to go up there and, mug something. I thought he was going to make a shtick out of it. I really would have. So even if it were me in that situation, I wouldn't have been expecting a slap. Because, given the circumstances and everything, even if he came up with a mad face, I'm thinking, okay, he's acting. We're going to do some sort of shtick here. He's going to grab me by the shirt and I'm going to be like, oh, all this or something along those lines. I may be wrong. I don't think you could have possibly seen that coming. That's what I would have thought was going to happen anyway. Monkey says, good slap, Will. You can watch tonight, Jada, after the slap. Hold on a second, guys. I got to check see what the dogs are barking at. Because my friend Carly is our staff in here today, and we have to sign them out when their shift is over, and she ends at 3, but I think that's my wife coming home so she can sign. Yep. My wife just came back in. Okay. So I don't have to run down and sign for Carly. Chrome says, fair enough. I would still brace myself. Yeah, I may be wrong. I'm just thinking, I just tried to picture how I would have thought he was coming up there to screw around. But yes, you're right. I mean, once the hand comes up, that's going to be somebody's reaction. So people making a big deal about that still they took on and post on the internet. It's like, well, of course he's bracing for it at that point. First Wave Negativity says, we're talking about the Smith thing. I'm on the anti-Smith side for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think most of us are. Because again, it still comes down to the same thing. It was, even if it was in bad taste, it was a joke. And you took it from verbal to physical. And just not right. Rosa says, I was up watching the Oscars live. Yes, I'm that one weirdo. No, too. My wife still watches those award shows. She was watching, Rosa. and I genuinely thought Will was about to make the greatest comedy improv I've ever seen. Then I saw the slap and I was like, why? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was actually a great moment or a great opportunity for something, for somebody whose wife doesn't have them thoroughly and completely under her thumb, and that for someone who isn't afraid of the consequences of not slapping somebody. Jesus Christ, Lex. Lex says, yeah, Jada gonna treat Will tonight. She'll pay for his motel room the next time she wants to fuck the pool boy. Oh, God. Rosa says, the guy that punched me pled guilty to get a shorter sentence. Quite honestly, I almost find it stupid how that works. I agree with you. I agree. The justice system is really, really odd. Yeah, but at least he's got it on his record. It's still, that's some crazy ass shit. Could be. You could be right, Big Green. See, maybe I'm the only one, but I'm not sure he meant to throw a powerful slap. Felt more like a, hey, stop that kind of smack to me. Could be. That could be. Yeah, because if he was trying to throw a powerful slap, he failed miserably. But you could be right. That could be true. Chrome says, by the way, unrelated, but what do you think will win the upcoming anime poll? There's quite a lot of good ones up there so far. A lot I suggest. The only one I'm against is Rurouni because of the author. Yeah, I know you don't care for Rurouni Kenshin because of that, Chrome. I have no idea. Obviously, Fairy Tail's got to be the favorite going in, you would think, just because of the last poll. But I'm really not sure at all. The nominations seem to be pretty well spread out. That as much as Fairy Tail's probably a favorite, because the nominations are so well spread out, it's also primed for an upsetter. Oh, speaking of polls, I'm just wondering, I hadn't looked yet. How's the next round going here? Because I'm thinking Killer Bee's going to win over Ino Easy. I just wanted to see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Killer Bee's up 81% to 19%. I was just curious. That's the only thing. As I started putting it in the description so people would know how it's done, I use a random number generator to create the matchups in the tournaments. There weren't a lot of really riveting first round matchups. A lot of them you can tell which way it's going to go. Good call, Big Monkey. Will better get his shit kicked in by the cast of grown-ups. Yes. That's good. Especially the older woman, Rob Schneider's wife. Rosa said, I'm Chris Rock but cooler. I cut off my dick, took a punch, not just some weak slap, and tied a rope around my neck. Tied a knot around the story. Sorry, force of habit, being trans and all. Oh, Rosa. Gimster says, I think one thing people forget is that Smith trained to be Ali years back. If he wanted to hurt Chris, then he would have. That's a yes and no thing, though, Gimster, in the respect that even if you have that knowledge, and I don't know, maybe Will does, but if you don't keep training, the knowledge doesn't really do you that much good. If you're not constantly training those muscles to fire those punches out there and stuff, it's limited. Now, if you're talking knowledge in jiu-jitsu or something like that, that stays with you forever, because that's, as much as that's physical, it's also, it's joint locking, it's using leverage, things like that you can always use to your advantage. But with boxing, if it's not something you train continually with, it's not going to help you all that much. Dragon says, the one positive takeaway from the slap is that it opened a new line of memes. True. The best one is the Rick James skit meme. I'm Rick James, bitch. Oh, Leslie, my ex-wife just died in a fiery crash. This better not be an April Fool's joke. Yikes. Oh. Oh, Licks, this has been more microanalyzed than anything we've seen in a long time. She says, I honestly don't give a shit about the Will slap. Just stinks of Hollywood bullshit. Don't know why we need to microanalyze it. I think just in it, I will say this, Lex, I think just because it's so out of the realm of what anybody would have thought we'd ever see, at something like that. Excuse me. Philip says, my mom is pro Smith. Her one criticism is that he slapped Rock instead of punching him. Though I think that's because she got it from a pro Smith Jada source. Yeah, that seems, again, I just don't get that. And you're talking to somebody who loves to fight, but punching somebody over a joke, it ain't me. Edgar says, but if Chris really wanted to, he could have roasted Will hard after that slap. That's what I thought was going to happen. About his marriage or him being a broken man. Chris really took the high road. Yeah, and you see that for a second there too, Edgar. Because Chris goes, oh, I could, and then he chokes it down. And you could tell he wanted to stay to the program. And yeah, he absolutely could have roasted him. Yeah, he could have said any one of a number of things right off the top of the head. Chris could have said, well, at least it was just Will and not every dick that's been stuck in Jada over the last couple months or something like that. Nika says, August must be so proud that Will defended his woman for him too. Yeah, August is sitting at home going, what are you talking about my woman that way? Get up there, Will. Chrome says, also, I didn't realize Attack on Titan was over. I'm guessing it is, at least since it's high on the thread. Was expecting to hear Twitter explode about the ending. Yeah, I am anxious to see that second half of that season. Monkey says, if I keep her name out of my mouth, you keep the dudes out of hers. Yeah. Yeah, he could have easily ripped him to shreds verbally. No doubt. No doubt. Zaphod says, if Will went up and took Chris's mic and roasted him for a bit, that would have been so much more cooler and much less Neanderthal kind of behavior. I agree. Out-joke the guy, so to speak. Or even if he wanted to do it from his seat. Even if he wanted to just say, as I said before, if he wanted to get up there and go, and just say, yeah, nice, Chris, appreciate you making fun of my wife's medical conditions. Kind of a dick move, dude. If he'd have said something like that, that would have been tougher, I think, on Chris than the slap, and certainly would have gotten the public opinion on his side. Dragon says, I'm waiting for someone to edit the clip over the Henderson Bisbing KO. Also, I'd love to see Dan punch Will. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be all right. I would watch that. Did the Demon Slayer reaction get blocked, Peter? I don't know. Did it? Let me look. Should I'll have to go take care of it if it did. Let me see. Anything is possible. Is possible. Is possible. I don't know if YouTube will load my videos page. I'll tell you. If it is, I'll fix it and repost it. Oh my gosh. It did. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Now, what the hell? I uploaded that last night, and now they decided to hit it? Oh, crap. All right. I'll just clip out the part that they're having issue with. So it'll be down for a little bit, you guys, but then it'll come up again. Now, like I say, I uploaded that video last night, and now they just decided to come along and block it. But that part is being processed right now, being trimmed out, and then it'll be up and you guys will be able to see it again. Color me unsurprised, indeed, Lude. Indeed. Yeah, that's why I was surprised by that one, because they've had over 24, or no, just about 24 hours to have any issue with it brought to my attention. But James says, mainstream media is so snowflakey. This kind of stuff is every day in my neighborhood. Chris probably already forgot about it, didn't press charges. Yeah, I think that was class of him not to press charges either. but I think it goes on in a lot of people's neighborhoods every day. But it's still, again, smacking somebody in the face for words is still, I don't think, acceptable. YouTube, whenever they see one of Curtis's videos doing well, indeed, Licks. Well, it usually takes it about, 10, 15 minutes. It'll snip out that section, and then it'll be back up. But I appreciate the heads up on it. So for the first 24 hours, it was fine. As soon as I actually make it live, then they're like, oh, no, we can't have this. I thought it was pretty mild, Monkey, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I got to go because I still got some more editing to do and stuff. Tomorrow is my wife's birthday, so we're going to be having cake for her and just having a day for her. So I'm getting some extra stuff done today so I have more time tomorrow to spend with her. Thank you for hanging out with me in the stream. I just, again, these really pick me up. I've been posting a lot of content lately, which is why we haven't been streaming as much. So it just gets me looking even more forward to our free-for-all Fridays when I know I can get out and hang out with you guys and chat with you in real time rather than just through the comments. So, but as usual, because we haven't been having as many streams, the sticky stuff gets backed up. Oh, it's pure, it's thick, it's pretty fabulous. That's the best way to describe today's sticky stuff. It's fabulous. You're just going to feel a difference in your overall well-being. Here it comes. Pampu, pampu, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you. I hear you guys. You're going like, he's not fucking kidding. This is fabulous. Because we'll bang, okay. Whoa. Who do you see in the finals on Monday, Dragon says. I don't know, to be honest with you. I have been following so little college basketball this year that I couldn't give you a good pick, Dragon. I really haven't followed a lot of it. It's just been one of those years where nobody really flipped my trigger, so I wasn't following along. But back to sticky stuff distribution again. Pampu, pampu, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you. Again, you guys, now you got double the dosage too because I paused for a second. And the second dose was just as fabulous as the first because we'll bang, okay? Flashly like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, and anybody who thinks it isn't always fabulous is just wrong. Goosh, 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 goosh. Goosh.